Okay, so let me arrange this one. So from here, okay, so from here I have 4 minus, so negative times negative, that is positive. 1 times 3, that is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 4, that is positive 12, greater than 0. So that is 16. Okay, it's 16 greater than 0. So it's greater than 0. Okay, okay, from here our given is, okay, so natay wrong ani. Okay, let's check again. So m times m, so that this will be positive, so bali di ay ni. Okay, so this one should be negative, this one should be positive. Okay, positive. Okay, so m times m, that is m squared, m minus, that is positive m, and this one is, should be negative 3 times m, that is negative 3m, then negative 3. So that we could arrive at negative 2m. Kaya negative 2m man eh. Iniha kay ma-positive, negative, positive, negative. So therefore, this is, in this case, that is minus, therefore this is positive, this is negative 1. Okay. So, since that is our root, so now minor changes, positive 3, negative 1 ha. So therefore, nimpasar man siya sa case number 1, therefore, case number 1 state that you have two roots, so c sub 1, e raised to the power of first root times x plus c sub 2, e second root times x. So, therefore, y, c sub 1, e, our first root is positive 3, right? 3x plus c sub 2, e raised to the power of negative 1x or negative x. So therefore, this is your general solution in order n. Let's check if that is also true. Okay, so 3, negative 1, c sub 1, 3x. Okay, so then we could say that our answer is correct. So let's try, I think this is the last example. Okay, let's try another example. Okay, so let's try another example, a much longer example para at least na-try na to. So, but this example gives you a differential, di ba? So, d cube y over dx cube plus 6d squared y over dx squared plus 11 dy over dx plus 6y equals 0. Okay? So, but in this case, okay, in this case, you have, okay, you have many roots, okay? So, in case 1, 2, theorem 1 and 2 and 3 only states with 2 roots, okay? Para magamit nimo si quadratic. So, ani, since ang mo lapas man ni siya og 3 roots, di ba? Lapas man ni og 2 roots, ang timailhan nimo ani is ang iyang root. If the root will not be the same with each other, real roots plus unequal roots, di sila equal, then you still use that general solution. Okay. So from here, as again as told you, dy, so since this is third derivative, you have cube y plus 6d squared y, since d squared y over dx squared is equal to this one. This cube is equal to this one. Plus 11 dy plus 6y equals 0. So factor this one, you have d cube y plus 6 dy. Sorry. When you factor this one, plus 6d squared plus 11d plus 6 times y equals 0. So 6 kining y equal 6d squared y. Okay. So therefore, that is your f of d times y equals 0. And what we need only here is your f of d, which is equal to 0. So therefore, you have d cubed plus 6d squared plus 11d plus 6 equals 0. Then we get our auxiliary equation. So since this is d, let's use m na lang. So m cubed plus 6m squared plus 11m plus 6 equals 0. This is your auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation. So from there, you need to factor this one. So look for the factor. Okay. So the first factor para dito the first factor is the m plus 1. So if you would see m plus 1 and the other one is m squared plus 5m plus 6. So if you factor m times, so let's check if it will still arrive. So let's check. So I'll be checking lang kung sakto ba ang pag-factor. So di ba ang factor is m plus 1 times m squared plus 5m plus 6 equals 0. So nag-check lang ta. So m times m cube plus 5m plus 6m, di ba? M cube, 5m squared, 6m plus 1 times m squared, that is m squared, 1 times 5m, that is 5m, 1 times 6, that is 6 equals 0. This is just checking. You have m cubed plus 5m squared, so 6m squared. You have 6 plus 5, that is 11m plus 6 equals 0. If this returns m cubed, 6m squared, 11m plus 6. Therefore, this factor is correct. So, your m plus 1, m squared plus 5m plus 6. Pwede rin ninyo, this wato na, ipakita lang na ako ninyo pag-check. So, now we could still factor this one, di ba? Or you could use katong diretso ninyo mo ma-factor. So, since we proved that this one is correct, we factor this one. This is m, this is m, this is 3, this is 2, then this is plus. Yeah, they are both positive. Okay, so equals 0. So m times m, that is m squared. M times 3, that is 3m. 2m plus 3m, that is 5m. 2 times 3, that is 6m. So this is our factors. So therefore, our roots are m plus 1 equals 0, m plus 2 equals 0, and m plus 3 equals 0. So your m plus 1, or your root is m equals negative 1, m equals negative 2, and m equals negative 3. Okay? Therefore, these are the three roots. We have two lokabuok na roots here. So, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So, let's extend this one. Okay. So, since our roots are real roots and not and unequal. So negative 1 is not the same with negative 2, which is also not the same with negative 3. No roots are equal. Okay? So since they are not equal, so we could still use our y is equals to c sub 1 e raised to the power of r 1 of x plus c sub 2 e r2 of x plus c sub 3 r sorry e r3 of x. If you could still remember the first part of our discussion, diba? Sa homogeneous differential equation, okay, so first discussion, sa homogeneous differential equation, you will have this one, diba? You have a general solution that will be continuous at depending sa nth root, diba? So, pila ka roots iya? N. So, here, you have 3 roots. So, matong katulo ang C sub 1. So, ani kay N. Pasabot, depende. Mag-agad. Pwede mag 100, 1,000, 1 million, pwede. And so on. Depende kung pila ang roots niya. So, from here, in this example, there are 3 roots lang. Hindi na po nato daghanon. Grabe na po kayo. So, C sub 1, E. What is our root? 1 negative 1 times x, that is negative x, plus c sub 2 e, root 2 is negative 2x, plus c sub 3 e, negative 3x. So therefore, this is our general solution. This is our general solution. Let's try to check. Same. Let's try to check. Okay. So our general solution is y c sub 1 equals c sub 1 e raised to the power negative x plus c sub 2 e raised to the power negative 2x, c sub 3 e raised to the power negative 3x. So therefore, our general solution is correct. So in case number 1, the easiest way of doing it is first, you must get the auxiliary equation, which is this one, by substituting katong imuhang it's either y siya or it's either d siya. Substitutean nimo ana m ba or r. Pagkahuman, i-factor out siya. Pagkahuman factor out nimo, makuha nimo ang roots. Pinaka ang ano raman ni siya, it's very simple by getting the roots. Mao raman jud ni siya. Getting the roots here, after getting the roots is substituting. So kung duha ra siya, you could try substituting it to the given equation. So, substituting, kung 2 roots siya, substitute nimo kung mo-satisfy ba siya sa case number 1. So, kung 3 roots, tanawon nimo whether nag-repeated ba siya or tanawon nimo kung wala ba nag-repeat, wala ba parehang roots. Because kung naa na siya mo repeat, ang topic ana auxiliary equation with repeated roots. So, that will be discussed next meeting. Okay? So, okay, bye-bye.